All right. The first trailer for One Piece Season 2 has been released. This is obviously the live action adaptation over on Netflix. Just a bit of history, in case you don't know, if this is the first time you're ever seeing me. This is how I got into One Piece. If you look at my channel, we're at episode 350 something at the point of recording this over on the anime, but this is how I got into One Piece when season 1 first initially came out. I've heard of One Piece. I knew nothing about it. The only thing I knew about it, that there was a character named Luffy. I didn't even know Luffy had stretching powers. So that was a whole big surprise for me when we watched One Piece. So that's to give you an idea how much I didn't know about the series. But now I'm just this huge fan. This is how I got into the series. The live action is always going to have a special place in my heart because this is what got me into this fantastic anime. So I'm really excited to see what season 2 has in store for us. I don't know how much this trailer is going to actually show. It's probably just going to be a bunch of quick images and maybe introduce the new characters as we watch this trailer. Excuse me. I know there's going to be a lot of people who watch reactions to this who have probably never watched the anime or have read the manga or anything like that. So I'm going to do my best to not give out spoilers because obviously I already know what mostly is probably going to happen here, even though they do take some liberties here and there, obviously, especially after I watched the East Blue saga in the anime. There's definitely a lot of differences. But again, the major stuff is probably going to be pretty much accurately adapted, I would assume. So the only thing you're ever going to hear out of me in this reaction, most likely, if characters are shown, I'm just going to say their names. I'm not going to give out specifics, anything like that. And then once we watch the trailer, I'll give my thoughts on it. And then we're going to do a quick rewatch again, and we'll probably get into a little more spoiler discussion about what we're seeing on screen here. So that's probably when you don't want to watch if you're not familiar with anything that is going on here. So yeah, let's get into it. Let's watch it. Oh, there it is. Logtown. There was the red line.
Everything I've done,
Whiskey Peak. Nice.
everywhere I go, is for the One Piece.
Wow. It's cool to see this in live action.
What is that?
Hey, it's Broggy. Looks pretty good, actually. Miss Sunday. There's our boy Smoker. They all look great. Wow. Hey, there's Miss Wednesday. Love it. Wonder if that's Whiskey Peak stuff there with Zoro. The action looks nice. Looks like we're dealing with, hell yeah, Gatling! Looks like we were dealing with Buggy's folks over there. Is that Laboon? Yes, Laboon! Dude. Look. Initial reaction. Into the Grand Line. Nice, as a subtitle. Oh shit, Season 3 confirmed already? Well, that's exciting. You usually don't get that kind of guarantee from Netflix, but I imagine they spent enough money on this series, and the first season did incredibly well for them. They're all in on One Piece right now over on Netflix. I think aren't they coming out with like the remake of East Blue? That's going to be done on Netflix, I believe. I could be wrong about that. All right, so initial reaction to that. It looks great. I mean, if there's one thing you can't say about season 1 is they cheaped out. They built all the sets, everything. They went all out. They spent a lot of money. So the care and the attention to detail with their insistence on doing as much on location, using real sets. Excuse me, my goodness. You can't say they cheaped out, and it looks the same here. I mean, everything from costuming and sets look amazing. Character designs look really great. Like I said, I was only going to mention character names in the initial reaction. And I was being very careful about certain names, obviously, because I believe I could be wrong on this, so you can correct me if I'm wrong. I think Drum Island is where they're taking this. And most of you are not going to know what that means. But yeah, so we're going to do another go around on this, a little more detailed look at it. We will get into more spoilery talk there. So if you don't want to be spoiled on what potentially is going to happen in this season, I recommend you stop watching at this point. So I appreciate you stopping by and watching this reaction, but yeah, let's go into it again. Yeah, look at that. This, see, like I said, it just this looks beautiful. This just always looks. Ugh, I can't wait to see this scene here. This is going to be great. Going up Reverse Mountain, Loguetown. That must be Little. It's probably Little Garden there. Whiskey Peak looks cool. This looks cool. I can't wait till we get the close up when we actually see all the crosses and everything like that. Like I said, it looks beautiful, even for CGI. It just looks. I mean, and on a. I mean, I'm not going to say TV budget. This is way larger than a normal TV budget.
Done.
Oh, this looks great, man. Again, I'm always going to be a sucker for real sets.
Everywhere I go.
I think most of us are. Yeah, right here. Wow. That's kind of neat seeing that in live action, isn't it? Wow, that's cool. Where are they executed Gold Roger? He tipped his hat. Love that.
What is that?
That looks good, man. That looks good. I know like tackling giants and stuff like that is a tough thing to make look good visually. This looks pretty good. I can't wait to see Dory as well. Now, obviously, they don't look. I mean, I could be wrong because it's been a while. They don't look like they're as big as they are in the anime and in the source material. But I totally get why they wouldn't go that route. But he looks really good, Bragi. That's cool. There she is. Dude. There's the pedals. Freaking Nico Robin, baby. Let's go. She looks great. In terms of just looks, casting on point. This is... I was gonna, yeah, Smoker looks pretty good too, man. He looks pretty much as you would imagine from a live-action version of Smoker. They had that tease at the end of Season 1. But obviously they didn't cast him yet, so that was probably just like some fill-in actor just to kind of get the visual, to kind of tease what's going to happen in Season 2. Obviously, we're going to probably be starting in Loguetown, I would imagine. This has to be Little Garden. I mean, and they pretty much confirmed, I believe, dinosaurs, right? But we're definitely going to get dinosaurs as well. I would be stupid to do Loguetown without the dinosaurs. They all look great. I mean, like I said, the casting for Season 1 was on point. Hey, there's Vivi. She looks awesome. Yeah, dude, she looks great. Look at that outfit. Oh, it's so perfect. All the costumes are great. See, it's interesting that I'm watching this now as someone who now knows and who's a fan. So my reaction to Season 2 is going to be much different than it was in Season 1. Season 1, I have no idea what was going on. Now, granted, this might hurt my viewership for Season 2 reaction since now I know things, but it's fine. Like, it's really going to be fun comparing and contrasting and all that fun stuff. Yeah, this must be Whiskey Peak. This must be Baroque Works. Fight scene with that. The choreography looks great. It's probably buggy stuff. Yeah, the action looks good so far. Gatling! That looks so good. Listen, there's no really a great way to make stretching look absolutely amazing and perfect on film. There just isn't. Any visual effects artist will tell you stretching abilities are rough. This is why they have so much trouble with Reed Richards. But again, considering I feel like One Piece did it better than Fantastic Four did, the new Fantastic Four, because this is a little more what's the word I'm looking for? Not serious, right? You can go goofy with this, so you can get away with it looking goofy. It's a little different with Fantastic Four, especially that new one. You could tell they held back on Reed with his powers. Little glimpse of Reverse Mountain here going into the Grand Line, and look at Laboon, man. Hell yeah. That looks awesome. At the point of recording this reaction for this trailer, I'm on Thriller Bark. On the channel, I'm on Thriller Bark. I'm way ahead over in recordings, but on the channel we're in the middle of Thriller Bark, and we just had all the Laboon and Brooks stuff revealed and everything. So it's great to see Laboon here. I love at the end of the trailer with Laboon, and I love the subtitle, Into the Grand Line. Perfect title. And the season 3 confirmation, hell yeah. I love having that assurance. That's awesome. Great trailer. Looks really good. I'm really pumped for this. It looks good, man. Like I said, you can't say it looks cheap. It looks everything from sets, costumes, all the characters look right. It was great to see Robin and Vivi. I would imagine we're gonna get a crocodile tease for this in season 2, and then obviously I would imagine season 3. I mean, I don't know how they're gonna do, like, Alabasta's a big arc. That's got to be like half a season, right? You would think. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know what their plans are, because they're covering a lot. They're covering a lot here in season 2. But I like that they're not trying to jam Alabasta into season 2. I think that was a smart decision. So yeah, I'm super excited about that. Let me know your thoughts on this trailer. Like I said before, if you haven't seen my reactions to the live action series, if you haven't seen season 1, it's over on the other channel right now, Mikey Venture. So you have to go over there and you'll find that in the playlist page. I haven't imported those reactions to this channel yet. I'll probably do that next year when we get leading into season 2. The live action reactions will continue on Mikey's Anime Venture. And if you're just finding my channel here, we are reacting to the anime, so we have a lot of One Piece on this channel. So it's basically the main part of the channel at the moment. So I appreciate you all watching. Thank you so much. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment on this video. Would really appreciate that. So if I don't see you all again until season 2, then I'll see you in 2026. If not, check out my reaction to the anime. I think it's been a lot of fun. This has instantly become one of my all-time favorite shows, without a doubt. And we're just scratching the surface. So we have a lot of episodes left. So I'm super excited for that. So yeah, folks, have yourselves a wonderful day.